Hello, everyone. This is Martha. I am a relationship counselor and clinical sexologist, and it is raining cats and dogs out there. This is a live video on the 21st of December in Singapore. This question came about because somebody posted on my YouTube channel this question. And instead of answering this person, I decided to make a video so that more people could benefit from it. And the question is, let me read it. The question is, since you say that porn use is common or normal, then there's nothing wrong with me and nothing that needs changing, and therefore I don't need to continue to work on myself, isn't it? And so this person said, well, you know, since everything is okay according to you, then I don't have to do anything. I'm perfectly normal and I should just continue what I'm doing. Okay, so let me explain. Even though porn is around us and easily available and is used by many people, regardless of gender and sexual orientation, for sexual enhancement, sexual arousal, so that one can masturbate more easily, more quickly to ejaculation or to orgasm, the reality is that consistent use of porn can create a form of dependency. So when you are dependent on someone, on something, over a prolonged period of time, it becomes a habit. And when one is used to masturbating to porn all the time, what happens is it can create some other forms of difficulties, say when they are in partnered relationship. They may find that they are missing something, it doesn't feel complete, so they might suggest, hey, let's have sex to porn. And your partner may or may not agree to it. And if your partner doesn't agree to it, that can cause sexual difficulties and that can cause distress. Depending on how your partner feels about porn, your partner may get quite upset about you wanting to use porn during sex. Also, the partner may feel that if you always having sex to porn, great, that's good for you, but maybe that's not so great for me, because what about the emotional connection that we are supposed to have, and you are kind of like being aroused by something else? Am I not good enough? What's happening? You're not attracted to me. So that can cause difficulties with partnered sex. When it comes to solo sex, you would say that, well, okay, then since then, there's no problem. When I'm by myself, then I can just continue watching porn. The thing is, there is this saying, everything is permissible, everything can, but not everything is beneficial. So how is the consistent use of porn, developing a dependency to using porn all the time, going to support you to develop skills so that you have sexual confidence, so that you can last longer, so that you can play with your partner and be more playful, more creative, and not be worried about whether there's going to be difficulties with erection or arousal or staying aroused. And so I actually teach my clients to change the way they masturbate. Not that porn is bad. There are different types of porn on the market, and a lot of people are used to watching porn that sexualizes or objectifies the woman if it's heterosexual porn. However, there's also different types of porn. There's ethical porn, there's porn by women directors, there's for instance, the website Make Love Not Porn, that people upload their porn and actually get paid for it. So there are many types of porn on the market, but the porn that most people are used to is usually porn by men for men, and it doesn't feel good because it objectifies people. And what can happen is that over time, it can alter the way you view the act of sex, and it can also alter your sexual preferences and even influence your sexual behavior. So if you want to have a bigger repertoire of different types of stimulation and arousal abilities, then it is important to practice and have fun and explore your body. Don't just limit it to one type of sexuality and one type of expression just because it works. So when it comes to changing the way you masturbate, of course, there are some challenges that might come up. There might be anxiety, there might be the fear of what if I try something new and it doesn't work and it's going to create difficulties, I cannot get an erection. I think it starts from the desire of wanting to try something and to learn so that you develop more skills and confidence. When you are learning something, it doesn't necessarily mean that you will definitely quickly be able to master it. And so it is easier to do something different when you're already sexually aroused. And so I call it mindful masturbation. This is when there is no porn that you're watching, and probably even no fantasy, and just focusing on coming into your body. If I touch myself in this way, would I be able to get aroused? Will I be able to get erect? Will I be able to get horny? So I keep referring to the penis and erection, but actually this video is also applicable for people who don't have a penis, just to let you know. And it is important to try different things, because when we try different things and it works, then we start to develop more confidence. So when it comes to people trying new things, like what I just mentioned, mindful masturbation, it doesn't mean that you have to do that. You can reduce the porn so that you try to self-pleasure in different ways. And then you can, the next level of difficulty is fantasizing without the use of porn, just in your head, fantasizing, imagining. And then the next level of difficulty, I would say, is mindful masturbation, where there's no thinking and no viewing of porn, no fantasizing and no viewing of porn. So just to come back to the original question, which is, then why should I work on myself? You don't have to. Nobody says you have to do anything. It is permissible. It's not necessarily beneficial in terms of your sexual enrichment, your expanding your range of sexual confidence, the repertoire of things that you can do with your body. Our body is infinite, it's amazing, it's wonderful. It's very limiting to only focus your pleasure in one way and then become kind of like skeptical and jaded about your sexuality and go, yeah, I've been there, done that. I know this, I know this, I know this. What can you tell me that I don't know? So I have met people like that, and I think this is not a good place to be at. It's just like your learning attitude. If you think you know it all, then you're not going to be really open to what are the other possibilities and what else you can learn when it comes to life or when it comes to your sexuality. So I don't really try to force people to do anything they are not ready to do. I don't try to convert the unconverted. I don't try to make anybody to do anything, because I know this is our personal time, this is our play time, this is our solo time, this is our private time. So why would we want to have people barking down our throats or telling us? We've had enough of that telling. So I only work with people who are receptive, who really have that desire to want to play with themselves in a different way so that they develop more skills and confidence. It may sound scary, but it's not as scary as it sounds. So this is Martha of Eros Coaching, and I just shared with you a little bit about what I have to say about the question of, if this porn is so common, if it's so normal, everyone's doing it, then why should I feel bad? Why should I change myself? So my answer is, change yourself if you want to. And you do change yourself, do work on yourself, do have more pleasure, more fun with yourself in different ways, you might find that it's all worth it, because life is just too short to always do the same thing all the time. Maybe you're watching different kinds of porn, but still, same old, same old. So if you are interested to get sexuality coaching, you can reach out to me at eroscoaching.com. I also have a book, that my second book is called Orgasmic Yoga. And in that book, I actually talk about different ways to self-pleasure. You can play with your pelvic floor muscles, Kegels, also known as Kegels. So Kegels, you can play with your breath, touch, movement, sound, intention, and visualization. So there are 7 different ways in which you can change the way you self-pleasure. Many things you can do with your body. We don't have to limit ourselves. We are going into the new decade already, people. So thank you for watching this video. Check out my website, eroscoaching.com, and my second book, which is available on Amazon. It's called Orgasmic Yoga. Thank you.